Hi, today I'm going to teach you how to make a lino cut or a wood cut print. Basically, we're using ink and a carved linoleum or wood block to replicate images quickly in a mass-produced manner. This is an example of a print I did last semester in my seminar class. So what you're going to need a linoleum block. This is Speedy Card made by the company Speedball. For the sake of the demonstration, we're going to be using a template that I or a image that I pre-carved. Not a template, but something I already carved. We're going to be using some watercolor paper to put the image on, some ink, and a brayer, and an optional uh, hamper. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to give ourselves an area to put our ink. This should be an area that's either disposable or that's something you can wipe off very easily. For this, I'm using just like this palette pad. So I'm going to take some of our ink. I'll put a bit down on the palette or wherever you deem fit. Then I'm going to take the brayer or the roller pin thing and just kind of spread that around. And in doing so, I am going to basically get ink on the brayer. And this is a rubber, the roller is rubber, so it's going to absorb that ink. Next, I am going to take the block that I carved and designed, and we are going to put the brayer onto the block. We're going to ink the block. Now you want a decent amount of ink, not too much, but enough to where you see a difference. You see it's darker, you want it evenly inked. And yeah, so just trying to get the ink on here. If we had more time, I would show you carving. To carve the block, you end up using a little tool and you kind of dig into it like that. Be careful not to cut yourself, but that takes uh, don't touch it either. However, making the block and carving it takes more time than actually making the print itself. So now that we got that all inked up, probably could go a little less on that, but we have a nice amount of ink on there, nice and even. We're going to take our piece of paper. We're going to set our block down. We're going to take our piece of paper and we're going to try to line it up quite evenly with our block. Let's do it this way. And if you have a bunch of ink on your hands, it's probably not good. So learn from that. And from this, we can take our little white air hockey puck thing. This is actually not an air hockey puck thing, but you get the idea. Personally, I just like to use like a heavy book or binder and just use your body weight. I find going like this kind of moves the paper around. It doesn't give you the best, cleanest image. So I'm just going to take this old binder that I have. It's got some bunch of loose leaf paper. I'm just going to press down on there and kind of just give it a good press. It should be good. Don't have to go too hard. And yeah. And then I am going to peel this up and we have our image. Judging by this image, I could have put a little more ink on the block. We're seeing some what you would call ghosting or a ghost image or a lighter image. We're seeing some ghosting right here on the tie and a little bit around the lips and the eyebrows. If you can't tell already, this is Ronald McDonald. Yeah, so there you have your print. Uh, Basically, I would probably try to re-ink the block, put a little more ink on the block before I do my next print. But yeah, usually you can get like through maybe two prints before you have to re-ink. But yeah, anyways, hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, cool.